guys. So today's been kind of weird actually. So Michael and I both woke up like really early, and I was planning on getting like crap tons of stuff done today, and I still think I have time to, but I woke up early and I was just like not having any of it. Sometimes I need to like recognize that my pregnant body has different limits than my previous before pregnancy body or whatever. So yeah, like we woke up at like 8 and I couldn't do it. I felt sick to my stomach. Even though I thought, I was like, oh crap, I need to eat. And so I ate breakfast. I ate like the ham egg sandwich thing that I've been loving so much. Ate that and I still felt really sick and just like crappy. And so I went back to bed for a few hours, and Michael's just been working, applying for jobs, calling places that he's already applied to and that kind of stuff. Not exactly sure what today is going to entail, but right now I'm going to take a shower and try and look at least somewhat human, because I've been wearing like nothing but pajamas for weeks, because that's what happens. Oh yeah, and our washing machine is broken. Isn't that great? Well, like the hookup is broken. It's like leaking. So that's lovely. We have to call our landlord, and yeah, and that means that like we can't wash anything. So it's like awesome, because I feel like everything is dirty right now, but whatever. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. Okay, so today's for the most part been a bunch of boring computer work and not fun stuff, but now we are on our way to go to Target to pick up we bought a blood pressure cuff thing, because I had one high blood pressure and my doctor just felt like she needed to scare the crap out of me. So now I'm supposed to monitor it, because I said it was because I was really nervous, because going to the doctor makes me scared, because it does.
Well, they measured it a half hour later, and it was well
fine.
Within normal.
It was fine. So they're just, I don't know. So they want me to like monitor it all the time and stuff. So we're gonna go get that from Target, and we don't really have any of the monies, so I bet that's probably all. Oh wow, there's a lot of sunlight. I bet that's probably all we'll end up doing while we're out, but who knows, maybe. Oh my goodness. Maybe something interesting will happen while we're out. We'll see. So we just got done at Target. I totally meant to film inside, and I completely blanked, mainly because my pregnancy cravings were going a little wild, and I wanted to eat everything in the store, like everything. So don't. But I wanted to eat everything, and it was really sad when we like couldn't afford like everything, obviously. We got a few things that I wanted though, so I'm happy about that. And I thought maybe, since I forgot to do it inside, maybe I'll do like a little impromptu Target haul thing. It's mostly food, so sorry. But you know, something sort of interesting, right? We've got some bread, some really cheap, probably really bad for you, bleached white bread, you know, that stuff. Some more stuff that's really bad for you, but we're really on a budget. Tuna helper, lots of salt. Don't you just love salt? This was one of my cravings. Strawberry Jello. Woo! Sorry, Michael just almost slammed on the brakes. No, it just felt like my body was
Make it sound like I'm just like going crazy.
No, there was an asshole in front of us. Sorry. Stupid Jeep. I'm gonna put some mandarin oranges in this and eat it with Cool Whip on top, and that just sounds like it will satisfy one of my cravings. Some chunk light tuna for the tuna helper. And then I really wanted some juice, so we got this Tropicana Farm Stand fruit and vegetable juice peach mango. It looks very delicious. I might have some of that when we get home, because yummy. Sorry if I'm talking really fast. I feel like I might be. And then this is what we bought online, the wrist cuff blood pressure monitor, which honestly kind of gives me anxiety just looking at it, because this means, or I mean, I don't know, in my mind it symbolizes that something must be wrong with me, right? Because my doctor makes me do this. I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm hoping that I do it, and then I'll have this perfect record, and they'll be like, oh sorry, we were so rude to you. They weren't really rude, got some Jenny-O turkey franks because we don't like regular hot dogs. We like turkey. Or at least I have peace of mind eating turkey. And then I think the last thing we got here is some more Jenny-O, and this is just ground turkey in a tube. Isn't that lovely? But anyways, yeah, there was my Target haul. Hopefully that was mildly interesting for you. I thought we ended up getting a lot more of the things that I wanted, but I guess we didn't, so I'm a little sad right now. They had, okay, dude, the Lindt Hello chocolates, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but those are like the most delicious chocolates ever, and they came out with these like, they were like Lindt chocolate covered pretzel bites. Oh my god, I wanted them so bad, but they were like $5, and so that was really heartbreaking. And I also wanted these Entenmann's, I think that's the brand. The pumpkin donuts. Those also looked really good. Pregnancy's got me going all over the place, to be completely honest, but yeah.
Hey, you got the Jello. You've been talking about that for a while, so.
Yeah, I just hope it's as good. I mean, I got it mainly because it's like, it's one of those foods that's not really, it's not hard on your stomach and it's not horribly bad for you. There's not a ton of sugar in Jello, you know? It's just kind of a real chill food, right? I don't know. Maybe I could just totally be bullshitting
Well, if
myself.
you eat the whole bowl yourself, then yeah.
No, I'm not going to eat the whole bowl myself.
If you space it out. Eat a serving at a time, not too bad.
Yeah. And if I put fruit in it, right? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go and hopefully some interesting stuff happens today.
So, here's Hannah. She's making Jello. Strawberry Jello. Ooh, that burner is really hot. And then she's going to add in some mandarin oranges when she lets it set. So she's
Smell
just...
this. It's like the strongest smelling stuff in the entire world.
So she's just mixing the hot water in with the Jello, dissolving it. You know, pretty easy. Everybody knows how to make Jello, right?
This is the first time I think I've made it, so...
Yeah, I know. That's being funny. So, this is the blood pressure...
Should I cover it?
No.
Okay.
So, this is the blood pressure wrist cuff that we just bought from Target. So, for those of you who don't know, Hannah went into the doctor a couple of times ago, had one high blood pressure. And the last time that she went in, the doctors were a little bit worried about what was going on, so they told us to buy a wrist cuff and measure it a couple of times a week.
Okay, keep in mind, though, that I was running all over the place. They just made me try and pee a second time, and it was like, my heart was going like a million miles an hour, and they're having me run here and having me run there and asking me all these questions, and I'm like out of breath. And I always have anxiety when I go to the doctor, so that's why it was high in my defense.
Long story short, Hannah has white coat syndrome, which is a
Just
fear of
little bit.
doctors.
Just a little bit. It's
So-
not serious.
So we bought this one from Target. It was originally $30. We bought it online. It was $14 after tax with free shipping to store. So we did that. It's a pretty good deal because about the next cheapest is $20, and then you start talking like $40. If you want really nice ones, you're talking like $60-$70. So we got it, brought it home. I screwed around with a lot of things. I was getting these really irregular high readings, so I'm like, something weird is going on here. I started to get it to level out a little bit.
I think Michael's just really stressed out.
Yeah. So Hannah started using it. Her blood pressures were like, I don't know if you can read those.
Can we see these numbers, okay?
I don't know if you can read those, but they're like 99/68 and 97/62. So she's under 100 and under 65 in like every single one of these. So her blood pressure is more than fine. She's supposed to be having it under 140/90. So her blood pressure seems really good. And I think I'm the one who may have the high blood pressure, apparently. So
I think that you're under a lot of stress right now, though. And you just, I mean, especially when you really took the time to calm down and everything, it was a lot better.
yeah, I ended up getting mine under
I
130.
mean, even right now, you're fidgeting and like.
I ended up getting mine under 130 over, under 130 over 80 every time for a couple of readings. So, you know, slightly elevated potentially, but hopefully nothing to be worried about. The first time I did it, I got like 1 75 over, I don't know, 100 something, and I started getting stressed because that's basically like you're dead. That's like not good numbers. So, yeah. But
He's fine, I swear. I'll make him stop freaking out.
no, I'm good. I think it was more of the way that I was using it more than anything, too.
Yeah. Well, you were testing all different ways of using it, too, and stuff.
Yeah. The first time I did it the way it said in the instructions, and then we decided instead of having your wrist out to put it up against your chest, which is what they do at the doctor's office. That seemed to give the most consistent ratings. Tomorrow we're going to go to
Rite Aid.
Tomorrow we're going to go to Rite Aid and measure this versus what they have there. And if Hannah's measurements are wrong, then that probably means mine are a lot higher than it would seem as well. So,
well, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
And maybe I will get a flu shot too, maybe.
Yeah, Hannah's got to get her flu shot because however you feel about those shots, it's not good to get the flu while you're pregnant.
It's very bad.
It's very, very bad. So one thing that I was going to say with that was Hannah's...
talking really loud.
So one thing that I was going to say with that was that Hannah's been super stressed about all that stuff with the doctor. Rightfully so. You know, you got to worry about anything when doctor things come up. But the doctor just was not very...
It was a midwife this time, actually. Yeah. We always say doctor because that's just easiest, but I started going to midwives.
Yeah. She just wasn't very courteous to Hannah's feelings.
She just been in the long time. She delivered my little brother, and she was also my sister's midwife when she had her kids like 10 years ago and stuff. So, Mila, why? Every time we try to sit down to film.
Come here.
But, and she was also training another, like, midwife. It was, like, a midwife in training thing. But I've been to midwives, besides this. And I really, really like them. And I like their philosophy. And I really like the kind of stress-free pregnancy thing. The philosophy kind of that they...
Maybe we'll do a short little bit in one of these about midwives versus doctors.
Yeah. There's not a huge difference, honestly, because all the midwives are... I mean, they're not, like, doctors, like MD doctors, but they're, usually, if not... I think all the ones at the place that we go to are certified nurse midwives, so they're very medically trained.
Apparently we're going to talk about this now. Do you want to do this now?
Okay, sorry.
No, I don't know. If you want to do it now, that's cool. I was just like, let's wait.
Okay, we'll wait, I guess. I guess we're going to wait to talk about midwives. Sorry.
Why? Let's do it now. So well, as you said, they're not trained doctors. So basically
But they're very medically trained and they're very specialized in the lady bits.
Yeah, so all they do is pregnancies, basically. And versus
that's
surgeries
not true, though.
and things.
Well, yeah, they don't do surgeries, but they do other women's health issues.
Yeah, more typically in family planning and things like that, though. But
yeah.
So they just have more...
I could go to them with, like, a yeast infection or something, you know?
Mm-hmm. They just have more time and dedication to be able to give you so that when you're in the hospital or things like that, they'll be there for you versus a doctor who might get called in for emergency something surgery, you know?
Well, and if I have health issues, I'll have to go to... Wow, that's close up, babe. I'll have to go to a regular doctor again. But
yeah, and that was what we were worried about with the high blood pressure, is that you might have to go back to a doctor too. But who knows? You know, OBGYNs are just fine, and we found one that we really liked as well.
Well, everyone that we went to, I did like, and then one that we really, really loved. And so if it ends up coming down to that, I would love for her to deliver the baby, of course. It's just, again, it's one of those things where it's like midwives tend to be a little bit more... I don't know, I guess hands off a little bit with it, and like they're not gonna do as many interventions during labor and stuff.
As the doctor mentioned that we went to ourselves, she's like, if there's no problems...
Okay, I'm gonna let her out. Keep talking.
So as the doctor said when we went there, if there's no problems with the pregnancies, then there's no reason to have a doctor. You know, the midwives are more than fine, plus they can just give you more dedicated time and attention.
And they're better coaches, I think. Yeah,
they're more of a pregnancy coach, where the doctor is more about the delivering of the baby and things like that. And
Michael knows a lot about this stuff. You're very knowledgeable in... Why are you giving that look? Throughout this, I mean, definitely the pregnancy, but like even before when I was having issues with my cycle and stuff. Like, he has been amazing, and he does all this research, and he knows more about my feminine body issues than I probably know. And that sounds really weird, but he's totally, like,
Well, there's been a few times where you've been like, oh my god, I'm doing this and experiencing this. I'm like, oh, it's just that.
It's fine. I looked it up. You're fine.
I know. Well, even if I didn't know what it was, even if I didn't know you were having those pains beforehand, I already knew what the symptom was. And so...
He's a good thinker, and he's also way more level-headed than I am in certain situations, and so he can just be like...
Well, I'm also pretty good at researching, because...
He can read the scientific papers and, like, understand what the heck they're talking about. And most people can't do that. I can't do that. I can't...
I'm sure you could, it's just it's really hard to take the time and dedication to get through a paper that you don't know a single word that's in it, because I don't know what they mean half the time, but... You can get a pretty good idea of the summary.
Sorry, I was trying to see if you were covering the microphone. You're fine.
My hand's not even on the side.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was under there or not. Excuse me.
We're so far apart. Hi, guys. Hannah's pregnant belly's in the way, so...
It kind of is, actually. Actually, that's my boob. Okay, and terribly sorry if that was way too long. We might end up cutting a lot of that out because we have a tendency to ramble. As a couple, we have that problem.
As a person, I have that problem.
So do I, as a person. You guys know that. If you watch my regular channel, you know that I can ramble on forever.
So that's why they love you.
That's just who I am. I'm not going to make my videos shorter for anybody. But anyways, we're going to go and eat some dinner. We're having leftovers, I think. So, we'll see you later.
Hello, y'all. So...
We made popcorn and Jello.
And we're watching Family Guy right now.
And the debate's on soon, so we're going to watch that.
We're watching the Democratic debate. We've already watched the two Republican ones, so it certainly isn't political in any way.
I was totally tuned out to the Republican ones. I'll probably tune out to this one too, to be honest, but whatever.
But I wanted to watch it, so we made popcorn and the Jello, and I have an old chocolate milkshake.
And our table is really dirty. Our whole house is really dirty. Don't judge us.
Yeah. Oh well. Won't be for long. Alright, this is about to start, so bye.
Bye. So, Michael's been watching the debate, and I've been editing, and the vlog is, like, pretty much done for the day, except for this little clip that we're filming right now, which is the goodbye, because it's late, and I'm gonna try and do better tomorrow. How about you?
I think that's a philosophical point that everybody should abide by.
We're gonna try and do better tomorrow. I'm gonna try my darndest to get everything done tomorrow. Woohoo! Watch me fail.
Watch you win! You're gonna win!
Gonna win! Alright, we will see you tomorrow, guys. Love you. Bye!
Bye!
Okay, Mike, mark my words, that is the last time he's gonna do that.
Rejected! Ah!